What up, guys? It's Grant's Comics here, and today we will be reviewing the Invincible Iron Man number 41. Boom, right there. It's pretty cool cover of Iron Man. We got the slasher, stuff like that. Very cool. This is from 1971, so the Silver Age comic. Now, if you guys have seen my haul video, I did film it on my phone because my laptop wasn't working and it was going slow. But now, hopefully, I do more videos and my laptop is like perfect and it gets used to me recording. So I'm gonna try. I know I said this multiple times where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna record, blah blah. But gonna I'm gonna try my best. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna try my best on like trying to record so I can try to get my laptop getting used to me filming. So yeah, let's just get into it. So this is basically about Iron Man. He's when it first starts, you see the slasher. You see, I think his name is Demirius or something like that. And Demirius is basically like a guy. He can basically sense when there's Iron Man or there's just stuff going wrong. When stuff is going wrong, he can sense that. But in one of the panels, he basically says to Slasher that, "Yo, Tony Stark, Iron Man, there's something wrong. I can see a plane. There's gonna be a plane coming." And I guess they're like on a heist, or they were trying to get something like a um they were trying to get some kind of stuff to like a bomb to destroy the city. And Slasher was like, "Oh, don't bother me. You say this a lot," or something like that. Like he was putting Demarius down, and Demarius was not taking it at first. Well, at first he was like, "Okay, whatever. If you don't believe me, it's whatever. Shit happens. Shit happens. You know." So they still get into work. You see Tony Stark um, on the plane. He's like talking to himself, but we can see what he's thinking. And I think his girlfriend in this issue, Mariana or something like that, she's like, um, she gets worried about Tony Stark, and because she thinks that Iron Man's gonna kill Tony Stark. And obviously, if you guys know, Tony Stark is Iron Man. So if you guys watch the first Iron Man movie, which I actually have here, the first Iron Man movie, he basically tells the world that he's Iron Man. So I don't know, at some point in the Iron Man series, I don't know when he tells the world or he tells somebody that he's Iron Man. But I guess in the earlier issues, he doesn't tell anybody that he's Iron Man, just to keep the suspense. It's like, oh, Iron Man and Tony Stark are two different people. Basically, like how Peter Parker and Spider Man is. Like, oh, Peter Parker and Spider Man is two different people. But yes, Peter Parker has told the world that he's Spider Man, but after that, it's like they erase some. I think Mephisto erases the memory that, oh, Peter Parker was ever Spider Man. But that's not the video today. Today's about Iron Man today. So yeah, Mary Ann gets worried about like, oh, Tony Stark is not here when Iron Man's here, and when Iron Man's not here, Tony Stark is here, and she thinks that Iron Man is trying to kill Tony Stark when it's not the case. So it's like really weird. It's really, it's weird. But yeah, so they go onto a plane. It basically skips to Iron Man and Slasher and Demirius, and Demirius is basically, until the end of the issue, Demirius is basically the Slasher's like protege. He basically Slasher basically tells Demirius, "Hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? We need your plans or something." And Demirius is basically like, he's like an assistant, like we see like in a movie where it's between the main villain and the assistant. The assistant is basically like all worried, like, "Oh, we should be doing this, we shouldn't be doing that," and the main villain's like, we're just gonna do it anyways. That's basically what the relationship between Demirius and the Slasher is. And to Demirius, um, to Damaris, they don't have a relationship, like a real relationship, like how normal people are. Like to Demarius, the slasher is like his worker, you know, and I kind of feel that in a way. So, yeah. So, yeah, that happens. They try to. The building does collapse, as you can see on this picture. So, as the building collapses, Tony Stark suits up as Iron Man, but he's weakened for some reason. Like his heart thing is like not charged all the way, so he basically has to save this woman. I think her name was like Christina. I think like Christina was following the guy. Couldn't Danny, the random guy named Danny, and Christina, the boyfriend of this random girl. Christina couldn't hold on to, like Danny couldn't hold on to her any more longer, so Christina fell. Iron Man tried to save her the right way, but he started to get weakened. So I guess he wasn't fully charged up because Tony Stark was so like he was like so worried about uh, Mary Ann, worried about him and his alter ego Iron Man. So yeah, so that happened, and towards the end of the issue, Demarius basically betrays Slasher, and he tells Slasher that you should have not, you should have listened to me. I'm more powerful than you, and the Slasher does get scared of Demarius, and he doesn't. I don't think. Yeah, Slasher doesn't die necessarily, but he does get the life sucked out of him from Demarius, as well as Iron Man gets sucked the life out of him. So basically, heading towards the end of the issue, Demarius is like the main villain. So I mean, to me, that's kind of cool. Where I like another thing I like about comics or other media like movies and stuff is when there's two people, like the main character or the main villain or whatever bosses the assistant, and at the end of the story, the assistant stands up for himself and like tries to kick the main character's butt. So I like that, and I actually like that when Demarius stood up to himself against the Slasher, but he did it in a way where he wanted to like destroy Iron Man and the Slasher. So it's like, yeah, you're standing up for yourself, but at the same time, you want to kill uh, the Slasher. And there's this guy called Michael Caine or something where you don't see his face, but he's like the main boss. And then there's this guy on the screen where he's like, oh, you better make sure that the mirrors and the Slashers killing Iron Man, or you better make sure the city's destroyed, or else you're never going to hear from me again. So there's Michael Caine as a higher up. There's Slasher, who's in the middle. Get it? Like Slasher. Okay, anyways. So there's Slasher, and then there's Demarius. So it's like you get to see basically the higher ups all the way to Demarius. But like I said, towards the end of the issue, Demarius is the higher up because he stands up for himself. And like I said, I like that. So that's the story. My thoughts on this: I like the story. Like I said, I like the color. It's very vibrant. But the thing is that from a distance, it doesn't look like it could maybe be like a 6.0 or a 4. But I do see some like spine ticks over here. I don't know. Let me just take it out. So apparently on my app and my friend Tony, his brother, does the comic shop. My Tony's brother says it's a 3.0, 4.0, but my app says 3.5. So I think I'm gonna go with 3.5 for that. But yeah, I can see some spine ticks along here. I don't know how I can see that, but there's some spine ticks. There's like rust, missing staples, and then this side is like just rusty, and then the back. In the back, there's like some dirt like in the corner over here. I don't know how I can see pick that up like over there. And then there's a stain, small stain like over there. So there is some stuff that's has some defects, but the paint in the pages has tears, small tears though. I don't know how well you can see the tears, if you can even see the tears. Let me see if I can find a better, bigger tear for you guys. Maybe this would help. I don't know, let me know if you guys can see it. Oh yeah, right here. Right, that small corner. So there is some stuff wrong with this, but other than that, all the pages are there. All the like the stuff, the coupons and the stuff like that is there, and it's complete, but there is like staples are missing. So it's a 3.5. I'm gonna go at 3.5, and this is a comic I'm planning to sell for my shop. But yeah, if you guys haven't watched my video, my comic haul video from yesterday, make sure you guys do that. I will put the link down below for that video, and hopefully I can do more videos on my laptop. So yeah, and other than that, also if you like this video, give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to Grant's Comics. If you guys ain't subscribed to Grant's Comics, make sure you share this video and share Grant's Comics. And if you guys aren't subscribed to Grant's Comics and you guys are watching this video, you also can you guys please give a like, share, and subscribe to all that. Do all three. Please, I would love to do if you guys subscribe and like and share, and you know what I mean. But I will see you guys in the next video. So, alright.